A Dune buggy that gets more zip for its zap.
Right out of the door with a pun.
Yep. A speedboat that also gets more zip for its zap.
You gotta be kidding me.
And Australia hit a milestone in fuel costs, all on this week's Green Tech Weekly! Welcome back. We here at GTW want to bring you the sustainable tech news that makes the world go round.
And to save our future.
I'm your host, Eco Kiko.
And I am Sir Scott the Faceless.
This first tech story is for all those adventurous types. The Strategic Recovery Institute out of California is making green racing legitimate with the EV1 electric off-road racer. This Dune buggy has 750 foot-pounds of torque at 0 RPM and a top speed of 125 miles per hour. It does this with a 400 kilowatt, 2000 amp hour system. This is powered by two 69-cell lithium-ion battery packs. They only have a 60-mile range, and the fact that the batteries give out from being in such a harsh environment, this car isn't for driving to get groceries, but it did win the 2011 Baja 1000. Check out the link of the video of this thing hauling butt. Sadly, this is not something you'll be able to pick up at your local car lot.
You know, we really have to stop doing stories on things that I can't buy. It's so disappointing.
I know what you mean. In our second story, we have an equally awe-inspiring electric mode of transport, but this time goes on water. Mercedes-AMG and Cigarette.
The boat company, not the smoking company.
Yeah, but this boat is smoking, though.
Jar.
Oh, okay. You know, this jar's getting pretty full. And who's paying in pop tabs? That's what I want to know. That's not me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They work together to make the 38-foot Top Gun cigarette racing haul with an AMG electric drive system that can supply 2,220 horsepower. This means it can go in excess of 100 miles per hour.
Wouldn't that be 86 knots?
Yeah, I guess. I'm a landlubber. I don't know how to tie those knots.
Oh, boy.
They pulled the electric drive from the world's most powerful production electric car, the SLS AMG Coupe. The 1,208-pound lithium-ion batteries pump out enough power to go from 0 to 62 in under 4 seconds. And it tops out at 155 miles per hour. All this means that its gas-powered older brother can't even come close to the power that this electric dream puts out. But again, like our last story, this is only for racing, so you can't buy one unless you plan on pouring millions into their racing team as a sponsor.
So depressing. So depressing.
I know what you mean. No more crying. We're okay.
But I want one.
I know. In our last story, Australia now has cheaper eco-energy sources than conventional fossil fuels.
Now we're talking.
This is great news because back in 2008, the Garnet Climate Change Review ranked the country down under as the highest per capita emitter of greenhouse gases out of all the OECD countries and the highest in the world. This made them start changing their ways with things like emissions taxes, carbon pricing, and a huge conversion over to things like wind farms. But recently, Bloomberg New Energy Finance ran a study that found unsubsidized renewable energy is now cheaper for electricity production than new coal or gas-powered stations. This is not all perfect, though. The coal plants from the 70s and 80s are still running because of the depreciation of their original construction costs.
Yeah, but this is still an amazing step forward. I just don't know if I want to move to Australia or not.
Yeah, but if you do, how are we going to do the show?
Yeah, between that and hundreds of poisonous species.
Scary. Well, we've come to the end of another show. Hit the like button on the doobly-doo. Help us out and buy an awesome t-shirt over at our Zazzle store. Do the Facebook and Twitter things to follow us. And as always, remember to rethink it green.
Rethink it green, mate.
Oh, and subscribe. Hey, editor, put something right there for me. Thanks. Oh, look at that. Wait for it. Somebody hit the button.
It's right there. It's right there. Literally. Seriously, it's right there. Click it. With your mouse. Click it.
Click, click.
Click it.
Click the subscribe button. Click it.
The mouse. The thing in your hand.
Finally! Thank you! I think I'm stuck. I don't speak French. I don't speak Spanish.
1, 2, 3.
Now you're just making up things.
Ichi Nissan.
Mushy mushy.
Get ye some.
Show 63, scene 3. I'm sure it's one of those things he said. Take 1, another one of those things he just said.
Ichi.
Ichi. Ichi.
No, that's 1.
Oh, no, that's a 3.
Where's my brick?
What brick? I don't see no brick. Oh, wow. Thank you, board.